Tropical Storm Isaac was bad enough to convince the RNC to cancel the convention for today. But despite the rough weather, protesters still turned out to make their grievances against the GOP known.
We're hoping to promote an agenda that represents people's interests. We feel like the Republican Party represents the wealthiest in our country and not the people who need to be represented by our government.
This protest was organized by the Coalition to March on the RNC. They've been planning it for months and have support from all over the country. Even with the threat of Isaac, they expected a large crowd.
We're expecting a couple thousand.
The weather didn't cooperate, and the turnout wasn't what they'd hoped for. But that didn't dampen protesters' spirits.
We were going to march rain or shine. We figure that, the rich have their mansions to retreat to, but the streets are ours, so we're going to keep them.
Whether it's a hurricane or a bad windstorm, this is what's needed. We got to confront the RNC because their message is poison.
For organizers, the message was simple: say no to the Republican Party and take to the streets to demand jobs, affordable education, equality, peace, and more.
For me personally is health care. I don't want Obamacare repealed. I think that's the stepping stone to universal health care, and I think that America needs universal health care as one of our top priorities in this country.
And my mother is, from the queer community, and she doesn't have rights on a federal level. So I'm here because, she doesn't have rights, because I don't feel like I have rights.
The cutbacks on poor people are outrageous. Mothers and families, a mother and a child are living on $400 a month. I mean, who can do that?
And like many moms we've talked to, these protesters are tired of pay-to-play politics.
Elections are supposed to be one person, one vote, not one billionaire, a lot of votes. And I don't want to see that for my children either. So I want an election system that takes money out of politics and goes back to respecting the idea of one person, one vote.
As you can see, these protesters come from a number of different groups. Some of their messages actually contradict each other, but they say that all together they represent the 99% and the Republicans don't represent them. For CafeMom, I'm Lindsay Ferrier.